Hello, my name is Paul. I'm the Accidental Bookseller. Welcome to the channel. So for Black Friday, I did a purchase of several box set types of books where there was the discounted anyway at full price, and there was also an extra discount for Black Friday. So why not? So here's the video of what I bought. And regulars to the channel will know that I intend to have a sequence where I read American history or American history non-fiction and fiction related to non-fiction. And one book that I intend to read, this is not part of the whole, but one book that I intend to read in that is America by David Reynolds, acclaimed non-fiction book. And earlier this year at a book fair, I picked up Bury My Heart at Wounded Knee by Dee Brown, another acclaimed book. And it was with the intention of reading Lonesome Dove. And this had been on my wish list for quite some time. Amazon, for instance, the price last week for this collection of 4 books, it was going for 72 quid. It had been 63 for ages and then went up to 72. And with the reduction and with the discount, I got all 4 books for £19. Yes, 19. That's quite a reduction. So we'll open these and see what we've got. So it's Lonesome Dove by Larry McMurtry. Streets of Laredo. Dead Man's Walk. And Comanche Moon. Never read anything like a Western before. But I've seen it mentioned so many times on Booktube this year where people have mentioned Lonesome Dove. And I thought I've got to get it at some point, and let's read the back. So it won the Pulitzer Prize. Set in the 1880s, Lonesome Dove is the story of a cattle drive, an epic journey from the Rio Grande to the highlands of Montana that will try men's souls as they attempt to carve out a new life in the last remaining wilderness. Augustus McCrae and W.F. Cole are former Texas Rangers, retired and becalmed after long years of putting down the Comanches. Gus is the romantic, a reluctant ranger who fills his days with whiskey and the sound of his own voice, reminiscing about the old days. Cole is devoted to hard work and silence, driven, demanding, and obsessed with the dream of creating his own empire. Larry McMurtry's intensely powerful novel brings alive as never before this most enduring of American myths, the frontier, recreated in a magnificent story of heroism, love, honor, loyalty, and betrayal. I've got to be honest, it doesn't necessarily grab you with that description, but there's so many people mention it, and I kind of get the impression that it's a classic without being a classic, i.e. it doesn't say classic or classic edition on the cover, but there's so many people mention it that I've got to read it. My God, it's big. 843. Yeah, so I've got this and the other 3. Presumably there's an order to read them in, which I will do and report back at some point next year. The next set is Joe Abercrombie and the First Law. I think it's the First Law it's called. First Law series. I was aware of Joe Abercrombie And people have been mentioning it, not so much the same breath as the way that they go on about Lonesome Dove a lot, but it got my attention. And I had to spend £35 to get free postage. And I think this was, what was this? Could have been 15, could have been 14. That wasn't 13. I think it was 15 quid, 14.99, I think. And there's, again, I don't know which order you've got to read them in, but there's the blade itself. Before they are hanged. Last Argument of Kings. I don't read much fantasy at all, but this has piqued my interest. And when I went on Wikipedia to check out at Joe Abercrombie, I read that he's actually from my hometown of Lancaster. Doesn't live here anymore. Lives in Bath. I think it's Bath. But the fact that it was Lancaster, that didn't persuade me to get it, of course. But I was already going to get it based upon people's recommendations. And yeah, so that's the other box set. And the third box set that I got is Adrian Tchaikovsky's, I think it's called the Final Architecture series. I've got Children of Time that I'm going to, the collection that I'm going to start on next year. But because I needed to get to 35 for the free postage on the other stuff, and I knew I was going to get this, read it at some point. I thought, why not? So book one is Shards of Earth. Book two is Eyes of the Void. And book three in the series, Lords of Uncreation. As you can tell, this is sci-fi. So I've got the Western, got the fantasy, got sci-fi. So quite different genres there. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy this in the same way that I'm probably going to enjoy Children of Time and the Children of Time series. So those are the three box sets that I got as part of Black Friday. I thought I'd share it with you. So there we go. If you've liked the video, if you want to see more, by all means click like, click subscribe. Very much appreciate it. And if you do that, I shall see you next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.